video, we are going to see what Lambda layer is and how to use it. AWS Lambda supports few basic Python libraries, but there are many more useful libraries which are not supported by default by the AWS Lambda. But AWS provides a way to include these libraries in your code so that you can readily use their functionalities. AWS provides two ways of doing this. The first one is to include the Python library along with your code and upload it together as a zip file to the Lambda function. Clubbing your code with the dependencies and uploading that as a zip file to the Lambda works, but it is not manageable. It is also very tedious to always keep on editing the file, the code, and then club it and then upload that zip to the Lambda function. The second way of doing this is to include the Python library as a layer in Lambda and write your code as you used to do it in the Lambda console. In short, a Lambda layer is an archive containing additional code such as libraries, dependencies, or even custom runtimes. When you include a layer in a function, the contents are extracted to the opt directory in the execution environment. As of now, you can use up to 5 layers per function. So if you have multiple libraries to be imported, you can club these into a single layer. To start with the creation of the layer, we first need to download the Python library which we want to refer in our code. And for that, we need an EC2 instance. But before we can initiate the EC2 instance, let's create an IAM policy and role for EC2 instance to push the downloaded Python library to S3 from where we will create our Lambda layer. Okay, so I am on the IAM console and let's start with the role creation. So we'll go to create role. We need this role for EC2 instance, so select EC2. Okay, so before we start with the role, let's create a specific policy to cater our needs. So let me go back and create a policy first. So policy, we'll click on the create and we'll choose the service. So service is S3 for which we need to create a policy. In action, we need the ability to put an object from EC2 instance to S3. So we'll select put and resource. So we have to provide the S3 bucket ARN here to which we want, for which we need this access. So this is my S3 buckets ARN. So I'll copy it and I'll add that ARN here. I'll put any object. Okay, going next, review, and we'll provide a name as S3 put object policy. Okay, so let me copy the policy name and we'll create the policy. So this policy is specifically created for our bucket and we are just given the permission to put an object and no other permissions are available. So now go to the role and we'll create a role for EC2 and we'll put the policy we just created and we'll name it as S3 put object role for EC2 and we'll create the role. Okay, so we have created the role. Now let's go to the EC2 console and launch the instance. So we'll go with the Amazon Linux 2 AMI. We'll select the T2 micro. In this section, we will choose the role we just created. So S3 put object role for EC2. We'll go with the default storage. We'll provide a name. We'll give name as Lambda layer. Security group. We'll select the basic group where it has access for SSH, HTTP, and HTTPS, and we'll launch it. So here I'll select a new key pair, and I'll provide the name as Lambda layer. I'll launch the instance. Okay, so while the instance is getting launched, let's go to our terminal and change the permission of our key. Okay, now we'll log on to the EC2 instance. So this is the public IP. Okay, and we have successfully logged on the EC2 instance. So now that we are on the EC2 instance, let's create uh, a folder where we'll install all our libraries so that we don't mix it up with the existing setup of the EC2 instance. Or even if you're not using the EC2 instance and you're using your local machine, so let's not disturb that setup. So we'll create a Python environment, a virtual environment to which we will install all these libraries. Okay, so let me create a directory. So I'll name it as Lambda layer. Let's go to Lambda layer. And once we are inside this, we will create the virtual environment. So Python 3 -m venv, and I'll give it name as Python. Let's go to Python. And now we will initiate or we will activate the virtual environment. So source bin activate. And now you can see the Python written at the start of the line in a parenthesis, which means that we are inside the virtual environment. Now, whatever we install here, it will be impacting only the virtual environment, and it will have no impact on our actual setup. So let's see what directories we have. Let's go to the lib Python and site. Okay, so site packages, we have these site packages available, and here we will install the library which we want to use in our Lambda layer. So just for the sake of experimentation, I'll install a library named Paramico. It is a library used for performing the SFTP activities or logging on to the remote server and performing some activities on there. So let me install that library. So pip 3 install Paramico, the library name, and I want to install this library at this particular location. So I'm putting -t dot. So it has downloaded the libraries, and let me check the content. So yes, we can see new libraries, new folders available here. So we can assume that library has been successfully downloaded. Now let's go to the base directory. And we have the Python available here. So now we will zip this directory and we will upload it to the S3 bucket. So to zip it, we'll use the command zip -r9 dot, and I'll use the same name, lambda layer dot zip dot. Okay, so it has zipped the file. So let me clear it. And now we have these two, we have the lambda layer dot zip file available. Now we want to upload this file from our EC2 instance to the S3 bucket. So let's put the command AWS S3 CP, the file name, and then the path where we want to upload it. So this is the path. Okay, and it has successfully uploaded the file. So let's review the file available here. Yes. So we can see the file has been uploaded and we have the file available here. Now in the next part, we will go to the Lambda service and we'll create a layer from this part. Okay. So let's go to the layers, Lambda. So if you go to the Lambda function, Lambda service, you will have many properties here. Let's choose the layer and we'll create a new layer. Now, providing the name, we can provide any name, but just to have a proper naming convention, to understand what that layer represents, we will say Python 3. So Py3, and it is a Paramiko library. So Paramiko. You can provide more details in the description field, but for now, I'll just give the same name here. We can either upload it from a zip file or we can provide a path for the S3. So we have since loaded it in S3. I'll select this option and I'll copy this path here. We have to select the runtime now. So we'll select Python 2.7, 3.6, 3.7, and 3.8 because it should support all the runtimes. If we have any additional license information, we can put it here or we can create the layer. So now the layer has been created and we have the details of the layer like the layer name, what runtimes it supports, the version, and the ARN available for this layer. So in the next section, we will see how we can use this layer into the Lambda function, and we can use that Lambda function to execute the required functionality. So let's start with the function creation. We'll start it from the scratch. I'll give a name to my function, Lambda layer. We'll choose runtime as Python 3.7. Okay, before we go with the role creation or Lambda function creation, let's create a role to execute the Lambda function. So let's start the role creation. We need it for Lambda. We'll select Lambda basic execution role. And we'll give name as Lambda execution. And create the role. Okay, so let's go back to our function and see if we have that role visible here. Okay, so we have the role Lambda execution and then create the function. Okay. So it is taking some time. Let me first create the test event. So let's see if we have the basic thing available. It is coming up. Okay, so this is the function we have. It is basic function where we are importing the JSON library and we're just returning hello from Lambda. So just to test it out, we'll import the library, import Paramiko. Now this library is not supported by default by the AWS Lambda, hence it will throw an error. And to mitigate that, we have imported that library and we have created the layer. But first, let's test it as is, like without the layer. I have deployed the code. Let's go to test and test it. So it has failed and the error is no module name Paramiko. This is happening because the library is not available there to import, hence it is failing. Now let's import the layer we have created. So add a layer, go to custom layers, Paramiko and version 2. So generally it is version 1, but if I have created a layer with similar name before, it will provide the next version. So it is giving me version 2. So let's add it. Okay. So now we can see a layer is available here. We have one layer and currently it supports 5 layers. So we have added a layer and we have the same function. We are importing the Paramiko library. So now it should not fail. So let's go to test and test it. Right. So it has succeeded. Now if I can see, we have the hello from Lambda because now it is able to resolve the dependencies. It is able to import that library from the layer which we have created. So in this way, you can import other libraries which are required for performing the task, your task, and if those are not supported by the AWS Lambda. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please post those in the comments and I'll try to answer those. Thank you.